let's make sure we good everywhere. Did you see Wilder's walkout outfit last fight?
Didn't he wear like a diamond? Like
Yeah, it looked like a goddamn Gundam out there.
oh yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought that joint was tough.
You? Oh, I'm not hating on Gundam. Come on now. You see the shirt?
Oh, we in here. It started.
All right, guys, we are live for Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua 2, and once again, I am joined by the aspiring fighter, Solomon Brown. Say hello to the people.
Vibes. Look, man, stay tuned. This one about to be crazy. Somebody getting knocked out. They both big. You feel me? So these hits is not about to be soft. They grown men. They got some anger.
Oh, are they grown men?
Joshua is what, like 7 foot?
Close enough. Close
enough.
enough.
They say he got kicked out because of high school. So look, we about to see what he doing now. He pro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think that was Ruiz.
You're capping.
I think that was Ruiz that got kicked out of high school.
Oh, he liked
for fighting. Yeah. Don't let the marshmallow exterior fool you. That man can bang.
Bro, he's boo. I'm telling you. Y'all just
what's going on, bro? Thank you for joining us. As always, my man.
What's happening?
This is going to be a long day. You are going to get many, many hours of Mike Jesse MMA, though it will not be continuous. Not going to lie to you. We are here for Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2, the rematch that we have been waiting for since the biggest upset of the year when Joshua went tumbling down against Ruiz. That might be one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen in heavyweight sports.
I think it was the biggest surprise I've ever seen in sports. You know, you see, I don't want to mess up with Andy, right? Mm-hmm. You see Andy come out, you're thinking, obviously, he's going to lose, and then I think he just shocked the boxing world.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, everyone was thinking that Joshua was just doing this to buy time, just doing this while Wilder and Fury decided who, in his words, were the number one contender for his championship. You understand what I'm saying? So Ruiz was just a stepping stone to buy time and collect a paycheck. It turned out the Marshmallow Man was not having that shit.
And I think he blew up off that fight. I think that was definitely a stepping stone
of
for
course.
him. I think they took the situation and they flipped it backwards and it worked, in his favor. And now,
if Joshua comes back and he wins, but not only wins, but knocks Ruiz out, I think it might be better than him beating Ruiz the first time. Yeah. If he would have beat Ruiz the first time, okay, some fat guy got knocked out from one of the best, if not, according to some people, the best boxer on the planet at heavyweight.
Right.
He now has shown that Ruiz is not a stepping stone, is someone to be respected. Many have him over some top 3 boxers right now. Some of them have him in the top 5, in the top 3. People are going as crazy saying the best boxer in the world. Hold your fucking horses, please. You understand what I'm saying? To hold them. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. But now, everyone has respect for Ruiz. So now we're looking at this not as just a stepping stone, a quick, something to waste time for Joshua. We're seeing 2 of the very best heavyweights on the planet go at it. And if Joshua comes out with this win, without a doubt, he is going to call out the winner of Wilder Fury. And how fucking excited will you be for that?
Honestly, look, I'm excited for that. Been ripped. I thought about this about, 30 years ago before I was even born. The thing that caught me off guard is, right, the fact that Andy, he didn't have the big spotlight that he had then, right? And Joshua, everyone knowing him, but he was just, that's a dude that's knocking everybody out. Mm-hmm. I think the fight that they had made their fighting, appearance build character. Now they really want to see, all right, this is that person. He's not just unstoppable, and Andy might not be unstoppable. And I think what you need more is more people that can actually fight, starting to fight each other. I think sometimes in boxing, they just start ripping through each other.
I mean, what did we just see right before this? The young kid, 18 years old. And I'm all for it in boxing, to be honest with you. But you don't see that in MMA, and you guys know that's a fact. Mm-hmm. Now, in boxing, that kid's 18 and he's 8-0. Right. But we just saw what the guys who he's getting these wins look like. The second he touched that man, what did I tell you? I said, you can tell by that man's hairline that he's going to get knocked out. I mean, and then you compare his hairline to the young bull's hairline. Mismatch. Mismatch. You understand what I'm saying to you? Sharp, and the other dude is just like salute from the back.
He's like a dino nugget.
You knew what was going to happen. But I'm cool with that happening. But to your point, Solomon, you don't see that happening in MMA, and we need to stop seeing it so much at the top. Once you're a name, once I know your name,
once I'm paying you money, you need to start showing me that you need this money.
Exactly.
You know, like it's almost like you're getting paid. It's like you work hard. You know, sometimes I feel like sometimes amateur is harder than normal when you go pro.
It can
sometimes.
be.
So I think when you go pro, you should automatically, you can make more money off of fighting big names. I think that's what people should take more advantage of. Floyd Mayweather, one thing about him is he was very exclusive, and I think with fighters you can start doing more, which makes more money and everything, is just be exclusive, completely.
Yeah, I mean, not all of them have that drive, not all of them have that knowledge, and some of them don't want it. Someone says, hey, I'll pay you $1 million. I don't give a damn if I could make $4 million or $5 million or $10 million for that fight. I have $1 million. Do you have $1 million? I don't. Just in case you guys are wondering, I don't.
We got $2 million.
The dream, though. The dream. And guys, do not forget, as promised, this will not be the only stream of the day or night, depending on what side of the pond you are on. But we will come back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for UFC Overeem versus Rozenstruik. Rozenstruik,
wow.
I'm sorry. Those are two big boys. You want to talk about Ruiz and Joshua?
Didn't Overeem be slamming people?
He usually uppercutting or kicking them in the face. Can he slam someone? Yes. Yeah. And then Rozenstruik is a young, up-and-coming heavyweight name right now who is knocking people out in the first round back to back to back. I cannot wait to see him get his first test. And just like I said, I think he only has 8 or 9 fights in his career.
Oh, wow.
Overeem has over 70 if you count his kickboxing. You don't see that in boxing, though.
No.
In boxing, this Rozenstruik guy would have 20 more matches to beat a bunch of cans and make a couple hundred down. There's $1 million, before he even fought anyone that you might have heard of before.
Right. I think, too, boxing is just more, I think you want to gain more experience before, you're fighting certain people. I think in UFC, you're already kicking people in their face. Like, it's more like, am I like that or not? Like,
the
what
pool,
I'm saying?
the pool for MMA is not as big because of how long boxing has been.
It's so many people
and how wide.
In the UFC too.
But the UFC now, you're going to see like there's more and more organizations, there's more and more talent coming. But these guys aren't just like Joe Schmo, and then this is like their first time dipping their foot in the pond.
Yeah.
Everyone wants it and proved it. The people in UFC proved it already. That's why I can't stand when I hear people say the sport of I like the sport UFC. UFC's not a sport. It's a league. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why in different cards you can see different levels of boxing. Like, okay, those guys are barely not amateur. You can't see that in the UFC. It's not the sport of MMA with some little guys, some big guys. It's the fucking major leagues. You are a professional. You don't get thrown soft fights. Sometimes the UFC will give you favorable matchups stylistically.
Right.
But we've seen people's heads get knocked off or choked unconscious you thought that Jorge Masvidal was not supposed to win like that. He wasn't really supposed to win.
Right.
He wasn't supposed to win like that. He was supposed to be at a severe. The whole story of the fight was Ben Askren's wrestling so good. He's an Olympic wrestler. Masvidal can't do anything against that wrestling.
Right.
He said, I don't have to, bitch. Fly knee, how you get? You understand what I'm saying? Like MMA, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you can get your head taken off by a flying knee from Kimbo Slice's young bull.
There's just so much that can happen. I think in boxing, the worst thing is, all right, I might get hit really hard. And UFC, I'm gonna get really hit, hit really hard. In what way though?
There are stakes of that.
Someone will crack
yes.
your leg. It's just bad. I think too though that I like is in either sport you have to think of the type of person that they are. That you had to think, okay, I'm okay getting hit in the face. So you're already a different person now. Now when you hop on stage and the person you're versing is just let's see who's better. That's really what it comes to.
Man. Yeah, you definitely you don't go into the UFC saying. Wincing at blues. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's so many, just like you said, so many different blues. Getting punched in the face with a glove sucks. That sucks. That sucks, right?
Leather can cut your face.
Absolutely. I don't want to do that. Why then would I, a regular sane person, kinda, would want to go and get kicked in the face? Or elbowed, or kneed in my skull.
Did you imagine getting kicked in your leg?
No,
yeah.
I was just talking about this yesterday, about leg kicks. I wince more off leg kicks than I do people get punched in the face.
Yeah.
I can somebody get punched in the face all day, Sam.
Do you know how bad it hurts when you stub your toe on a table?
A bunch.
What if a grown man, 200 pounds, just takes his leg and intentionally is trying to hurt you?
Yes. Yeah, and even the foot stomps, and they be eating the foot stomps.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, bro, that looks like kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying to you?
Look, adrenaline wears off. Eventually, that is a life lesson in today.
Adrenaline wears off, kids.
Stay tuned.
Guys, they have a bunch of wackiness going on before this fight. They played the whole song, Sweet Caroline. The whole entire song. I'm thinking, they're Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. I figured they're going to do that 3 times.
Right.
3 times maximum.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they took advantage of the highlight reel.
They played the whole song.
Yeah.
And they just kept playing the same video behind it. I'm like, is this for Joshua? Is it for Ruiz? Oh, it's for both of them. It's for neither of them. Oh, it's for both of them. Oh, it's for neither of them. I switched about 4 times, and I had the time to do that, Solomon, because they played the whole fucking song. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Wait. You got to let me get this out, Solomon. I got to get this out. I'm going to be on wired the whole fucking broadcast. You understand what I'm saying to you? So they played the whole damn song, Sweet Caroline, right? And then they started chanting. I don't know the chant. They're in Saudi Arabia. That's dope. I don't know what the fuck the chant was. That went on for a little while. That's my comment. In case you guys thought I was a jerk, I was going to be like, oh, they're speaking a different language. No, of course they're speaking a different language, man. Okay, I'm not that guy. They did it for a long time, is what I'm saying. That's the issue that I had. They played it for a long time. Then the walkout music of Joshua. Then the walkout music of Ruiz. And now they're doing several pledges of allegiance. I don't even know how many they just did.
They dragged it.
I'm just saying, Solomon. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to be that guy. You can go ahead. You know what? I cut you off. You were about to say something.
No.
Okay.
No. You were just kind of like, it was like a translator, so it was like what I was thinking, and then you just expressed it.
I'm trying.
Now, this just looks like the intro to a video game right now. It looks like you're going through the credits, like you finished the
This is when I'm pressing A. This is when I'm pressing A. Guys, I'm that guy. If you're playing story mode, you better hope it's a game that you need unanimous votes to skip that shit. Because if I'm in it, it's just me, you, or me and 4 people. Me, you, and 10 people. If there needs 1 vote, you got it. That vote is cast. I'm not watching that shit. Go watch it on YouTube. Like we are on right now live for Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz too. The rematch we've been waiting for.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. I tell you what though, Joshua's robe, fly.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. They came out with the drip.
That robe Ruiz had with the fur, also fly. I'm sorry. These young men are dressed very fly coming out. I'm just telling you.
Nah, you can't hate on the drip at all. Like, how much money do you think they made out this fight?
Ooh. I was just talking to someone about this, EJ. Shout out to EJ if you were watching. My guy, what up? Just talking to him and was saying that the reason why it's in Saudi Arabia is because of how much money they're getting.
Oh, God.
Like, they just threw money at the promoter. I hope the fighters are getting, like, a good cut, but when there's promoters involved, you never know. But, yeah, overall, like, money going into this fight, a bunch. Like, a sickening amount. That's how you get a fight in Saudi Arabia in a big-ass stadium like that. By doing.
They have
like,
mad money in
You think
Saudi
these guys want to be fighting in a stadium in Saudi Arabia? No, they'd rather be in, like, the UK and some inside, you know.
Yeah, nah, they want this
They're
money.
here for a reason.
They want this money.
They're here for a reason.
Yo, they still have not started yet.
They have not. They have not. He is saying let's get ready to rumble though.
Bro,
we're almost there, guys.
Talking, like, I want to see people fighting. I ain't gonna lie, it drip definitely helped. Man.
It did. That's fair.
Yo,
That's fair.
is a really nice setup stage though for being outside.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
Yeah. They definitely did it up nice.
Yo, how much money do they have out there? I know Saudi Arabia has mad.
Guys, this fight is about to go on. Yeah, there's a lot of money in Saudi Arabia. This fight is about to start. Finally, do not forget to join me back here live 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the UFC Fight Night. And if we have time, we will then switch over to Tito Ortiz versus Del Rio on Combate Americas.
They both look really focused.
Absolutely.
I have not seen one person smile yet.
Nah, it's game time now, baby.
Mm-hmm. I think the craziest part about fighting is you gotta think about all them tweets. As soon as you step into the stage, you're like, all right, now I gotta prove something wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's time now. It's time now.
Bro, I'm feeling that Frost shirt.
Yeah, that is nice. I like it. It is indeed frosty.
Look at the shorts, too.
Oh,
they
yeah?
got the drip right now. And the gloves, he got gold. Bro, they said we not playing. We in Saudi Arabia. You heard me?
This is now turned into a fashion broadcast.
No, fact.
Like with the Louis Vuitton shoestrings.
He said he got more drip than you. Gucci. Oh, man.
Guys, let me know who you got. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think Ruiz is going to take it again. Ruiz weighed in as a big boy, 283, heavier than he did last time. Joshua weighed in less, which I expected him to. Let's see if he's going to be faster. Let's see he's better conditioned. Let's see he can take a hit better.
Oh, they locked in.
But Ruiz, I don't think that Ruiz is just sitting there at home in between this fight and the last, being lazy and eating cupcakes, and that's why he weighs more.
Oh, no.
I think he's taking this serious.
Right.
I think if he weighed this much, it's for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I have no reason to think otherwise right now. I heard all the rumors about Joshua getting knocked out in training camp. It very well may be true, but we're about to find out if it would have mattered. Here we go. Round 1. Joshua, Ruiz 2. Let's go, baby.
Ooh. One thing you could not deny is they're both good fighters. There's not a lot of bad things you could say about them.
Joshua just looks like such a bigger man than
Yes.
Ruiz.
He definitely has more reach. So Joshua is just using the jab thing this entire time. I think.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, take a couple of these early rounds. You know how boxing judging is.
Mm-hmm. I wonder, did Joshua throw a lot of body shots last fight?
I honestly don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that fight 2 or 3 times, and the only thing I can remember from all those times is Ruiz knocked Joshua the fuck out. Like, for real. Well, not even knocked him out. Knocked him down, and Joshua was like, nope. Spit out his mouth. He was like, nope, I'm not taking another one of those.
Wow.
Now, let's see if Ruiz, how hard it is going to be for him to get inside Joshua's range early on.
They both definitely need stamina for this fight.
Absolutely. And I wonder if Ruiz now will be more timid, thinking that he has to fight the longer fight, that Joshua will be more prepared, or will Ruiz be more aggressive and emboldened by his win? Mm-hmm. And same with Joshua. Is he going to be timid and afraid of Ruiz's power, or is he going to take some chances so that he can get the knockout? It's a lot of stories that can play out in this fight.
Honestly, it's just whatever side the fighters bring out, sometimes they might keep it back or, what Joshua's doing now, do the jab, and then the next round. Because, sometimes boxers go by rounds. They'll switch how they go just by the round.
Yeah.
So starting off, I think they're both just trying to, get comfortable. It's a lot of emotions right now they have to separate from the fight.
Ooh. Nice cross from Joshua.
I think Andy should throw an overhand.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's confident enough that it'll reach.
Mm-mm.
And then he'll be open.
I think once Joshua gets more tired, he'll be more comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I have to imagine Ruiz is okay with, not blitzing all crazy, but just keeping Joshua moving. And he is right now.
Mm-hmm.
With nothing but footwork. But some feints would do him good.
Mm-hmm.
Those jabs to the body, they're scoring, but they're not very effective against a guy like Ruiz.
Yeah, I feel that. I think one thing...
Nice right hand from Joshua. Cut him open.
Oh, they're kind of...
You got to be careful, though.
Oh, he's cut.
Yeah. I want to see in between rounds what this cut looks like. It can be bad. I think it's right underneath the eyebrow.
Mm-hmm. One thing I like about this fight is they both have 2 different perspectives of fighting. He's more, he sees it more as he's seen street fights, and then Joshua is very professional. That's how I see him when he fights. So I wonder, it's just so
technique.
Much. Yeah. Because, like I said, the leather could have just cut him because that hit could have been so,
Mm-hmm.
That was a good hit.
Let me see the cut. Yeah. Here we go, round 2.
If Joshua can keep this focus, it's gonna help him. He just cannot let that break.
If that first link died on y'all, let me know.
Joshua is just controlling distance right now completely. I see that. I guess his coach must have told him just
Nice double jab from Ruiz.
Use your reach.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely using it well. Ruiz is trying to back him up, but he's not cutting the ring off enough. With Joshua's long legs, Ruiz is trying to cut the ring off, but Joshua is able to do one wide step and just kill all that work that Ruiz is doing. It's a little fight going on in there with who has the outside leg.
Oh, that cut.
Ruiz would have done good right now. You saw Joshua. He just circled out. He didn't have much room to move back. Ruiz, in my opinion, should just step left and boom, do that lead hook or something to cut him off. You can't let him clean. That's about as good as you're going to get cornering Joshua without, actually throwing punches. You got to take that opportunity to push him against the ropes and get some punches off.
They definitely have to take their emotion out of the fight, because it's not who feels for the fight more. It's who wins the fight that's just going to, be better. Who wants it more.
Left hook blocked from Joshua, but he is landing that jab.
If Joshua has the stamina, I think he can win this fight. But if he loses it and that distance closes, then it's up for grabs.
If Ruiz doesn't make a change to what he's doing, he's not going to win this fight. That is such smart boxing from Joshua. They clinch. Ruiz relaxes and waits for the ref to break him up. Joshua pulls back and bam, makes him eat one for it. That's what they mean when they say always fight, always defend yourself. Ruiz just accepted that position. Joshua didn't. That was the difference just now. And it could have ended Ruiz. When you're up against a guy like Joshua, do you see this dude?
Yeah, he's definitely a good fighter because his record is crazy. Oh, don't get on the rope. Oh.
Hold on for a second, guys. I just got... They're trying to block me. I swear I get reported at least once a week saying that I'm streaming their content, and I'm not.
Right.
I'm not doing it, guys.
They definitely pay someone that when this fight comes out to just look for people that.
Oh, absolutely. They have a team. They have an algorithm. They got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, right.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. They were blocking me on one of the platforms. Had to submit a dispute, etc., etc. But the shit keeps going.
Let's keep it pushing.
Haters. Here we go, round 3.
Andy trying to go for body shots. He's not. He needs to close more distance before he does that.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's going to leave himself open just reaching for those body shots like that.
Right now, he's just curious on how to, close
okay, now, he just started closing the distance. And instead of throwing the left, his lead hand, he tried to throw a cross to the body. Doesn't make any sense. Joshua just circled to his weak hand and got out of there quick. He's not cutting those angles off properly.
I wonder, sometimes fighters be doing stuff and we don't even know what they're thinking.
Absolutely.
He might be trying to distract right now. Get him used to that. Time it.
Eventually, he's going to have to do something. Right now, he's down 2-0. Of course, it is a long fight, 12 rounds. But you can find yourself upside down real quick.
I just don't know what his game plan is right now. It's just.
To be fair, at the same time, I was just saying this exact same thing about Wilder when he was fighting Ortiz. I'm like, what is Wilder going to do? He's down 6 rounds. Okay. You don't got to do shit. You got to touch him. Okay, that's cool. That was a ridiculous fight, bro. Ortiz was working Wilder the entire fight.
You know how mad he probably was? I got this in the bag.
Yo, he had to feel like he was on top of the world. Like, I'm doing it, mama. I'm doing it. Like, no, you're not. You didn't.
You got hit by a grown man twice.
He fought a really good fight. I want to see him versus Fury. Ortiz.
That would be crazy.
Him versus Fury. I think they are like probably the two most. They have the cleanest technique in heavyweight division, in my opinion. I didn't know how to word it. I didn't want to call them the best or anything like that. But yeah, like boxing fundamentals in heavyweight division, I think it's Ortiz and Fury. I mean, Wilder doesn't need the technique. Not that he can't box, because he can.
Wilder's technique is no technique.
Man, he ended Ortiz with a cross, knocked him out, like knocked his whole equilibrium off.
You had to hit someone?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Oh.
You hear they just mentioned the size of the ring, giving Joshua more space to run. But of course, the same could be said for Ruiz. He just doesn't have that type of style.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he's chasing. Joshua's just countering and jabbing and getting out the way.
If Joshua maintains his stamina, I think he has this fight,
Agreed. I mean, especially if this is his game plan.
And I think Joshua respects, his hitting power now. And I think that's why, if he continues that, that's good. Because sometimes people, I got something to prove. I'm moving.
Yep.
Bow. He's like, no, I know he hits hard.
Yeah.
He's just not letting him move forward.
I'm about to say that, Usher.
I'm like, that's not even like.
Okay, so I think they're. Oh no, never mind.
Isn't he from USA?
Nah.
For real?
Yeah. Amir Khan in the building. Hope he retired. He be getting beat up. For real.
That's messed up.
He gets beat up a lot.
For real?
Yeah.
What is...
Yeah, I have it 3-0 Joshua.
No, yeah.
Let me bang, bro. What's going on? Appreciate you stopping by.
Oh, he needs to get out of this.
Yeah, Ruiz needs to be careful. He's gotten hit outside the break before. The ref warning Joshua, when I say to stop, though, you need to stop. Ruiz is still hands up, chin down, going forward. Just misses that check hook. Not able to get inside at all. He's not going to hit with anything big, not since the first round, that punch that cut him over the eyebrow, or right under the eyebrow, I should say. But he's definitely losing this fight, Ruiz is.
They both are literally, doing the same thing. It's been since round 1.
Absolutely.
It's just more so I'm looking at, like, Joshua hasn't switched up. I mean, he's looking a little bit more aggressive, but Andy needs to do something
nice jab
different.
from Joshua.
Yeah. Yeah, Joshua wasn't doing anything too risky right now.
Ruiz finally lands a jab.
Yeah, Joshua's just very aware of the distance right now.
But see, right now,
yeah.
This is when Ruiz can't let him out of those pockets like that in the corner.
Because it's rare.
That's your opportunity as he flips and lands a nice 1-2 counter, Ruiz does. He slipped that punch really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he can't let him just circle out in those tight corners like that. Those are his moments. He's not taking those, so he's definitely not going to win in the center of the ring.
Mm-mm.
I mean, he's already proven that.
Yeah, I think his coach needs to say something to him.
Absolutely. Because this is obviously his game plan. Nice right hand.
I don't see Joshua getting tired right now. Ooh. I think right now his best thing is just try to slip. He just needs to slip.
Yeah, I mean, the few punches that he has slipped, he's landed counters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Joshua landed some nice shots to the head. Ruiz still just in his face. Oh! Nice combo from Ruiz. That's what I'm talking about. In those moments, he needs to be using them just like that. There you go! And Ruiz ends that round with a bang. I think that's enough to give Andy Ruiz that round.
Really?
I do. Joshua controlled 80% of that round.
Right.
But Ruiz landed the most damage that round. Nothing Joshua did was damaging.
Yeah, no.
Those 4 or 5 punches that Ruiz just landed, the most damage in the round.
Score-wise, I think Joshua has it, but Andy, yeah, he definitely flipped that fight around.
So you have it 4-4?
Yeah, I have hope for the next rounds, though, for Andy.
So you see the momentum going for it. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I have it 3-1. Also, a little bit momentum shifting to Ruiz. Now, we may be getting excited for no reason. For all we know, that's some shit that just happened.
Right.
But if he actually believes that he needs to change it up, and just like I said, when he has him against the ropes or in those corners and blitzing like that, we're about to see a fight.
Right. I like how Andy is not dropping his energy, though. Even though I see him taking punches, he's still trying to figure it out. Yep. He's definitely more aggressive this round.
Doubles up on the jab, Ruiz does.
Honestly, I don't think Andy knows how good he can slip. I think he's being too cautious, but I'm like, you're already taking the hits.
Yeah.
So, might as well go for it, because that's when he's landing his hardest punches.
So he's using that jab to the body to one score, but he's also pushing Joshua back a little bit when he does it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's intentional, but that's definitely a result of what's happening. I want to see if Ruiz notices and capitalizes on that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's one thing for us to watch it here on the couch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot harder to see what's happening in there when you're the guy doing it. And you're worrying about an animal like Joshua swinging on you. Look at that man's legs, yo. Can you imagine if Joshua could throw a kick? Jesus Christ.
Oh, my gosh. What about flying knee?
Oh, nah, illegal. Stay your ass on the ground.
Oh. I think Andy needs to. I think because he's trying to adjust to Joshua being so professional with boxing, he needs to let out his more aggressive side.
Gotcha.
He's trying to adjust to Joshua. He needs to make Joshua adjust to him.
Reaching jab from Ruiz is going to need to be careful about that. Nice jab from Joshua. Been showing that jab the whole fight. He doesn't step into it, but it's definitely not a light jab either.
Right. He's putting enough power into it where he's not wasting stamina, but he's still giving you damage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a feat in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know that more than I do. You throw a jab without putting any body or leg into it, or at least me.
Plus, he's tall. It's going to be tall regardless.
Yeah, true. Leaning, yeah. Ruiz going to have to do something.
Yeah. If Joshua can time that jab in order to throw a 1-2 when he's somewhat stunned, he can start putting more damage into it.
He stepped into that one.
Mm-hmm. Your wrist can get hurt like that.
Doing what?
You have to keep your hands up. People, even if you're blocking. man.
Joshua definitely playing a smart game plan. I think he's up 4-1.
5-0.
5-0, 5-0. Nah, say it to the mic. Don't whisper.
I had to throw my shade.
Stand behind your conviction. Let's see. I wish they mic'd the corners.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't.
So I don't know if, like I said, maybe we were too excited. Ruiz looked like he was more aggressive the first, like, maybe 15, 20 seconds.
Right.
And then kind of, and it's weird saying more aggressive because he's already the one going forward.
Right.
But he needs to do something more, unfortunately. Like, that's not winning him the fight.
What he's doing is not working.
Exactly.
I just wonder what his coaches are saying to him. Like, why is he still going for
Right.
body shots?
I'm like, man, you know what? You start going backwards. Let him come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Try to counter. Slip. Like you said, he slips well.
Because Joshua is obviously the aggressor in this fight.
And it's weird seeing him go backwards. But, yeah, I mean, he's controlling. Mm-hmm. Oh! You see, as soon as Joshua looks to open up, he eats one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua's smiling. Joshua better keep his composure, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ruiz is not out of this fight.
And one thing I look at is if their legs are shaking, Andy's legs are not shaking. So, one thing is he's only getting hit with jabs, even though it's crucial. It's not anything that's really going to knock him out.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice body shot.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to get his stamina down.
Yeah. That Joshua's circling to his power hand. You can't let him get away with that.
Mm-mm.
You got to just wing one. You know what I mean? Even if it's going to take a little bit of your stamina, you got to let him know, I'm not letting you that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then try to build a trap for the other way. Oh, nice hook from Joshua. Danny Ruiz is losing this round.
I want to see him execute whatever he's thinking about. But they are going for 12 rounds, so.
Yeah, but I mean, shit, this is the end of the first half of the fight, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruiz has only had about 45 seconds in which he's won.
Mm-hmm.
Nice body shots from Andy Ruiz. And he winced. Wonder if Joshua was hurt to the body at all from that. He did wince.
Mm-hmm. So
but I mean,
a grown man that's 280 pounds.
Yeah.
Angry at you.
Facts. Ruiz doesn't look tired, but man, he needs to figure something out now. Because not like he's going to get more stamina. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it looks like Joshua's in here for the long haul.
I think he needs to step out of, just what he's seen and look at the entire fight. Because if he doesn't get a knockout, he needs these next rounds.
Someone is snapping over Ruiz's house. You see the boy on the couch?
He was having it.
Here we go, guys. Round 7. Second half of the fight. Again, do not forget to join me at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for UFC Fight Night, Overeem versus Rosenstruck. It's going to be a good one. Simon, tell me so far, how are you liking this fight?
Honestly, I love fights where there's tension. I don't like fights where I'm just looking at who's going to get knocked out, where there's actually something at stake, you know? So, Andy, I think he has the power to win this fight, but unless, you know, he has enough confidence to go in for what he needs to do, I think Joshua has this, because Joshua, honestly, the best thing he could have done is have respect for his distance. You know, even when he's cocky, I see him still trying.
Oh,
Dang.
nice check hook from Joshua.
Ooh.
Now, here's the thing. You have to imagine if Ruiz loses this round clearly, expect him to get a lot more aggressive because he won't be able to win by points anymore.
Oh, yeah. So that might have been the best thing for him. It's going to bring out his fighting style.
We'll see.
Anger can...
Nice jab from Joshua.
Yeah, all these jabs have been, you know, almost perfect.
And it's crazy because he doesn't have to put a lot into him. And you're like, oh, that was slow. But then you see Ruiz's head snap back. That's impressive. Oh, just misses that cross. I don't think Ruiz wanted to eat that.
Yeah, one way a jab describes him become tall. It's like take a broomstick. Even if you poke someone in the face, it's still a broomstick.
Still a broomstick. Dumb facts, kids. Write that down.
Stay tuned.
Oh
my gosh.
Both men trade off the clinch, but Joshua ends it with an emphatic right hand. Joshua is mixing it up inside a little bit more than he has been all fight. He may want to be careful. That's not what's been winning him this fight thus far. Does he want to get into a brawl?
He don't start slamming him. He said, chill.
Now Ruiz Joshua trading some words in there.
Oh.
You can't let him circle towards... See? And
he could have...
You see Joshua switch where he was going because he was like, oh, yeah, I'm circling the wrong way. You know what I mean?
It's just...
Ruiz needs to notice that.
I don't know why his coaches aren't seeing.
Yeah, you're right. Joshua keeps looking at Ruiz in disgust.
How you gonna weave it? Just really?
It's like you go back and eat more plantains and less rice.
Something.
What does that even mean?
That wasn't nice, guys.
Doesn't matter what it means. It's provocative. Gets people going.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I still only give Ruiz one round. So what's that? 1-6 now? And you have it 7-0?
Oh yeah, nah, so.
He's like, oh, rounds. Yeah, no, hell no.
Yeah,
Ruiz ain't got none.
At least Andy can say I hit him a couple times.
But Ruiz is dangerous. He hits hard.
And Ruiz does not look tired at all.
No. He's just confused. Very confused fighter right now. It's crazy because I feel like he doesn't know what's going on. And he just has to figure that out.
Stay off the ropes, Joshua.
Nice body shots from Ruiz. Now, Ruiz has to throw when he has him that close to the ropes, man.
No,
Like, when else? When else are you going to throw? I don't understand,
man. I don't know
man.
why his coaches haven't said something about it. It's not, you know, yeah, it is his job to peep it, but as a coach,
That's not a bad comparison at all. And, I mean, look at the name, bro. Mike Jesse MMA. You know I 100% think UFC is more exciting than boxing. But I do like a high-level boxing match. I am enjoying, as my brother to my right just stated, the tension is through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
But excitement as in what's happening in the ring, not so much.
Oh. I would do UFC if I could have like restoration off of Skyrim. Fix my body up real quick. But no.
Joshua throws a body shot after the ref said not to. So ref giving them a reprimand.
Just you gotta remember they're in the middle of a fight and they do not care what you're talking about.
Absolutely. Oh, nice combo from Ruiz.
Watch it, Joshua, because he a jerk.
Oh!
Oh.
These guys. You talking about leaving the emotions out. The emotions are all over right now.
They're everywhere.
They're hitting each other way after the ref is telling them to break.
Dirty fighter.
Nice exchange, but you have to imagine Joshua's just about to go right back to what he's been doing. Circling, backing up, and jabbing.
Right.
Get him, Joshua.
He needs to stop trying to fight like Andy. Keep doing what he was doing. When he drops his standards, he brings the best out of Andy.
I mean, that's the type of fight Andy wants. This is what he wants.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Joshua does not need
Ruiz wanted
He
to
about
punch him in
punch
the
him
back of his head so bad. So, as I said, Ruiz, once he figured out that he could not win by points, he has to go for broke now. Fuck the stamina for what?
No, you definitely did say
how much
that.
stamina do you need to catch this L? Zero. You don't need any stamina to catch an L. You can catch L with zero stamina.
Yeah.
Use all the stamina you have.
Yeah.
Take all the openings you have. He has to get more aggressive. Again, it's weird saying more aggressive when he's the one coming forward. It doesn't matter. That's not working. It's not.
Whatever he was doing before was not working. This seems like it's working.
I give him this round.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say the round. I say he did a little bit better this time.
You want to go that far, though? You want to go that far and give him the round?
Nah.
All right.
I need to see like, oh no, it's confirmation. You feel me? He hurt him. Oh, that was almost great. Let's see it.
Here we go, round 9. Ruiz, Joshua 2. Thank you for joining me. Do not forget that I will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, that is in a little bit more than 3 hours for UFC Fight Night Overeem vs. Rosenstruck. Have a lot of stuff to talk about during that card, too. There's been a lot of announcements since last I've seen you guys. We got a lot to talk about to catch up on. And again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If this fight goes to a decision, Anthony Joshua clearly won that decision.
Oh, yeah.
So I will not sit here and wait the 10 minutes they are going to make us wait to watch them tell us that Joshua won
7-0.
by decision.
7-0.
So once this fight's over, your boy gone. But I will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for UFC Fight Night Overeem vs. Rosenstruck. And if we have time, we will then switch to Tito Ortiz versus Del Rio. Again, guys, when I say if we have time, that means if that Ortiz card is still on, we switch it to it. You understand what I'm saying to you? I don't have a time limit. I don't have a curfew. I'm a grown-ass man. You understand what I'm saying?
I have a beard. Oh, yeah, Joshua still has this round, too. So, like, oh.
I was wondering if Joshua would be more worried about reclaiming the buzz or winning the fight. It looks like winning the fight was the answer to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I don't hold that against him. Get that win. You know what I mean? But that's definitely what's happening here.
I love watching boxing. It always gets me excited for when I start again. Oh, my gosh. it just makes you appreciate it more too when you see what
Oh.
you know.
Come on, Joshua. No, don't get too close.
That right overhand, every time Joshua's trying to clinch now, Ruiz is pushing him off and trying to land that overhand right behind the ear.
I think he needs to separate how Andy looks from how he actually fights. He hits way faster. He hits way harder than he
Yeah,
looks.
Ruiz is definitely way faster than you would imagine him to be.
Yes.
Come on, Josh.
Oh.
Oh,
my-
Joshua with the combination.
Don't get too close.
Oh,
my
right hand from Ruiz.
He needs to stop.
Yeah, Joshua doesn't want to fight this fight that Ruiz wants to. He really thinks he does, though.
Yeah, he wants to prove I can stand with you, but you really can't.
You really can't. Yeah, that would be the answer.
he needs to just no. Joshua, go for like a haymaker. Just He seen the ref. Stop. You know
Ruiz
how
is trying,
big-
man. He's really trying.
Yeah.
But he can't catch him. Literally.
No.
Joshua must have really been working on his cardio. Not that he's ever had bad cardio, but his cardio is through the roof this fight.
You know, it's
Because
amazing.
he hasn't stopped moving.
And I think him dropping that weight was great.
Looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Because
it.
some people they drop weight and it's not good.
Yeah. It's possible that he didn't even have a plan like, oh, I'm going to lose 10 pounds.
Oh yeah.
It's possible he was like, I'm going to work on my cardio all crazy.
And he was like,
and a
oh.
result of that is 10 pounds. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, man, how much more shredded could Joshua be right now? And how much better can you picture his cardio to be right now?
I think he's executing what he wants to do perfectly, but he needs to stop those certain times when he tries to, go up with him. He just
Like that.
shouldn't. Yeah, no, that's just not smart.
He thinks he's close enough to not get hit. And I don't know if you see that lead foot of Ruiz pulls back a little bit to create a little bit of room for his right hand to come down. I just noticed that. That shit is high level.
Mm-hmm. One thing I usually do to go by certain people's fighting style, if they fight with their left foot and their left hand, if you see their left hand go somewhere, that's how they fight. So Joshua, because he's such a neat fighter,
Yeah.
his feet are always neat. And he's such a wild fighter. Look at his feet. When he moves, it goes the same way that his hands do. His right hand is pointed that way. His right foot is that way. If he turns, that foot's going to go like that.
Gotcha.
So he can move wild very fast.
Interesting. Now, here's something that's interesting, Solomon. All right, we said Ruiz couldn't win any more rounds via what they were saying and what you were saying, right? But they just gave Ruiz the last 2 rounds, okay? Now, remember, I gave Ruiz 2 rounds before that. Is it possible, Solomon,
Nah.
that this is a closer fight than you think?
Nah, I think he lost. I think it's out there. I think
We've
the
seen
judge-
crazy scorecards in boxing. I'm just saying.
No, that was just
I'm just saying.
Look, they want to make Andy feel good, so the car ride home isn't quiet. But we know what's going on.
Do not disrespect that man. He's a world champion.
Man, Joshua had the drip. That's all I know. He just see this. I like seeing Joshua like this. Just respect the distance. Yo, his legs are huge for no reason.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Like that
ridiculous.
that's someone's child. How do you feel as a ref being in a ring with those two?
Oh, you gotta feel powerless. That's why you gotta yell. You gotta yell really loud because there's not shit you can do if they really want to.
I don't think
you
there's
up.
any other feeling he can have right now except I gotta walk.
I hope they listen to me.
Look at that back up, yeah.
Oh look, Ruiz is not allowing Joshua to clinch. This is what he should have been doing early on to maybe try to steal some of those rounds.
Hello? Hey. No, I'm at Mikey's.
Joshua was
Nice
jabbed.
jab.
See, like Joshua, he moves with his back foot first, and he moves with his front foot first.
Alright, because I'm at Mikey's right now.
Oh,
Alright.
I keep seeing times for Andy to throw something, and I think he's about to throw it, and he does it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
never mind.
Whole fight. Joshua now talking some shit.
Yo, he's been talking this whole time.
Yeah.
Right
Definitely to end like every round. Yeah, he has been saying something. You're right.
He's like, I ain't saying nothing the whole time, but I just want you to know.
I just want you to know.
This is definitely surprising.
Luis is dangerous, though. He can't be getting.
Ruiz is absolutely still dangerous until the last bell. But Joshua is fighting as smart as a fight that you can imagine him to do against a guy like that.
I think if Andy uses the jab as a counter, like he goes off of the jab,
I can't imagine.
he could execute.
To start off a combo.
Mm-hmm.
He would be if he wasn't 15 pounds overweight.
Might help him.
He looks well conditioned, Ruiz does. He's not even kind of breathing hard.
Yeah,
And he's been coming forward the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone can blame the weight.
But yeah, how fast he's hitting.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely doesn't look impeded by it.
Mm-mm.
We have 2 rounds left for Ruiz to do something.
Ooh.
Nice cross from Joshua. Nice jab.
Andy
Nice
wants to hit
overhand
him
right.
in the back of his head so bad.
Yeah, he keeps trying.
He does not like Joshua.
Get off. Break it up. Break it up.
Ruiz still forward.
I think the coach told Joshua to gain his focus back. Ooh.
Oh, nice left hand. Whoa. Joshua tried to clinch, and then again, Ruiz just pulls his body back, and wham, comes down with that right hand. Not letting Joshua be safe in that clinch.
Joshua is definitely. I think he needs to stop leaving his hands down when he moves.
Yeah, he does put it right down to his hip.
Mm-hmm.
He's very confident right now, as he should be. But
You giving a grown man 1 round.
yeah,
A lot can happen.
again, Wilder Ortiz.
Oh, this better not be the same. Did you just speak that into existence? I really hope you did it. Oh, see, he could do a 1-2
Ooh,
off
nice
of that
body
when he
shot.
controls it.
From Ruiz. See, now when they do that double hop and then jab, I like that. You see a lot of European boxers and strikers do that
Oh, he didn't say nothing. Right?
to make up some of that ground, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously not outstepping Joshua because of how long his legs are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I got you or something. Guys, we are going into the last round of Joshua Ruiz 2. The rematch of the biggest upset of 2019. One of the biggest, or at least most surprising upsets in heavyweight boxing history. And Joshua looks to be well on his way to a decision win. Not the most exciting fight thus far, but the tension has been high all night, and Joshua has enacted his game plan beautifully.
Would you react to my first amateur fight?
That even a goddamn question?
Yo, we have to do.
Come on, did you hear this stuff?
That would be amazing.
Would you love me like a brother?
Yo, okay.
Yeah,
man. Okay.
like a man.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yo, that's that. If I ever have an interview, I'm definitely gonna say that. Oh, Josh.
Ruiz coming at him.
I think that's the thing. Andy needs to stay sloppy, and Joshua needs to stay completely neat.
Yeah, completely.
Completely.
He gets hit and he wants to get it back. You know,
Right.
He needs to be like, nope.
Mm-hmm. I love fights like this because it shows, you know, what they need to work on. Creates the fighter to be a better fighter. Only if, you know, they can put their pride aside and say, I'm not perfect. This is what I need to work on.
Oh
my
Stay away from him.
gosh. Andy hits like a brick. You could tell he'd be fighting, though, because it takes a lot of mentality.
yeah.
You know, because people don't realize that your body can get hurt, but the only person that really makes your body stop is you. If you can put up with certain punches and all that.
If Joshua fights Wilder, I wonder if he'll take this approach, or if he's going to feed into the we're both about to go rocket sock and robots like he had a few times here.
Right.
I don't think he wants that work with Wilder.
I think too. It's a patience thing. I think it's taking a lot for Joshua to stay there right now. I know he
Yeah.
wants to stop. He wants to. So he's having these little outbursts like, "You think you can hit
It's
me?"
exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
he's
gets
human.
hit, and then he gets hit, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, I remember
Yeah.
why I'm not supposed to do that. My bad, coach. I remember
That is the difference between robots and humans.
absolutely.
You gotta fight like a robot. That's how you win the fight, though.
Yep.
Cardio is crazy.
Big part. Big part. Yo, they're snapping right now. Joshua should not go for any body shots at all.
No, Joshua has 60 seconds.
Yes.
If I was him, I would literally run around the ring.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's dangerous.
Oh no. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay. I was like, don't do that.
Yeah, no, he was just pushed down a little bit.
You're 12-0 right now.
The ref pushing him back. Ruiz looking at the ref like, bro, I got 40 seconds. Let me go.
Right.
You see Ruiz just waiting for that right hand. Perfect opportunity.
Oh my gosh, this is.
And Joshua circling to it.
Run, Joshua, run.
Look, he's.
20 seconds.
Yo, what if Joshua knock him out? What if he?
Ruiz saying in the center, come on the center of the ring, saying, let's go. Joshua saying no.
Yeah.
Ruiz pretty much saying, hey, I don't have a chance at these scorecards. Let me knock you the fuck out real quick. Joshua's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I will take this W. Guys, thank you for joining me as always. Do not forget, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will return for Overeem versus Rosenstruck. We will have reactions to this fight and the scorecard. We will talk about all the news and announcements that have been going on in the last 2 weeks in MMA. See you guys in a couple hours. Love you. Thank you. Appreciate the support.
We out.